Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're going to get through this. That's the
opportunity while I was there of being the accountant for Floyd Mayweather for a number of years.
Oh, wow.
And just unbelievable experiences when I was working with him. I mean, stories that I can share, stories there. There'd be 4 or 5 very expensive sports cars out front of our building and 20 people coming in and sitting down and going through the various items that we needed to, but always very flashy, very, very out there. You know, but something that many people, it's public knowledge, not sharing anything that's not out there, but something many people don't realize is he suffered a lot through his life with depression. It's something that he's struggled.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. reportedly became emotional after news surfaced that assets tied to investments valued at $600 million were being targeted by law enforcement. The reports followed his public claim on social media that he had acquired 62 buildings in Manhattan, a statement intended to highlight his success in real estate. However, the situation escalated when it was revealed that those properties were not registered under his name. After this discrepancy came to light, federal authorities began examining his broader investment activity, leading to additional properties and accounts allegedly linked to him being frozen as part of the ongoing investigation.
To making sure that the homeless situation is cleaned up. This is one of the ways that they're doing it, and it looks like there could be possibly lots of different ways to scam the system.
And Floyd Mayweather is a provocative and controversial figure, but I think this article may make people think about him differently.
At this point, the assets said to be valued at more than $600 million are reportedly restricted, meaning they cannot be sold, move, or access until authorities determine whether Floyd Mayweather Jr. has legal ownership. The situation was set in motion after Mayweather chose to publicly showcase the alleged deal. He shared several videos online, presenting the properties and stating that he had completed a major acquisition in Manhattan. His delivery appeared confident and celebratory, clearly aimed at highlighting his success. The response from the public followed almost immediately.
Into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong.
The response was immediate. Fans filled the comment sections. News outlets picked up the story, and the scale of the claim drew widespread attention beyond the boxing world. However, once officials began reviewing ownership records, the situation shifted. It was ultimately found that none of the properties were listed under Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s name.
How in 36 months, of course, with one of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month. But
what investment is that?
Just in real estate.
Got you.
And I'm heavy in real estate. I'm real heavy in real estate. Even though, you know, I got my own liquid. And that means cash. For those, I break it down in layman's terms. Even though I got
that revelation did more than raise doubts. It set off a broader response. Authorities, already familiar with Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s past financial claims, used it as a basis to take a closer look. Investigators revisited earlier records and proceeded to place restrictions on additional assets believed to be connected to him. At this stage, those holdings remain inaccessible until a full review is completed. The situation carries added weight because Mayweather has previously stated in interviews that real estate became his primary source of income after retiring from professional boxing. If those accounts are temporarily frozen, that revenue stream is effectively paused. Given the scale of his lifestyle, even a short-term disruption in cash flow could have significant implications.
misunderstood. And he just want to be treated fair.
Right.
And this is for any team that's watching right now. We'll make them a deal. If they sign AB and AB go through the whole season, no problems at all. And then they got to give us 20 million. But if he mess up, then we got to give them 20 million. So if any team want to match that, reach out to us.
Adding to the situation, the financial turmoil emerged just as Floyd Mayweather Jr. were preparing for a major investment move, a reported $700 million effort to secure a stake in the New York Giants. He was not acting alone, partnering with real estate investor Mia Orbich to lead a group aiming to acquire roughly a 10% share of the franchise. Valued at over $7.5 billion, the Giants are one of the most historic teams in the league, making the potential deal highly significant. To demonstrate commitment, Mayweather reportedly placed $200 million into escrow, signaling serious intent to move forward with the investment.
Life returns. Like, over his lifetime, he's going to make $300 million off the deal. It just doesn't make sense, especially with the amount of power players in NYC who would have already bought those 62 units if it was so lucrative. The white guy would have easily bought those 62 units up. And this is where I think the bigger understanding comes in. Because if you don't know, the true owner is Black Spruce Management. Mayweather at most holds a minority ownership stake and likely through a financial vehicle with options.
That proposed deal now appears uncertain. With Floyd Mayweather Jr. facing questions about his financial position, the situation has also drawn attention to his partner, Mia Orbich, who has remained mostly quiet. When approached for comment, Orbich offered only a general response, stating that he and his associates regularly explore various business opportunities, including potential team ownership, without providing further detail. Under typical circumstances, such a reply might not stand out. However, given the timing, it has been interpreted by some as a sign that there may be unresolved issues behind the scenes.
If you know how much money you got, you really don't have no money. So if you know how many buildings you got, you don't really have no buildings. So I think I own right now somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more. And in 99% of my buildings are.
This has only led to further uncertainty. Questions are now being raised about why Mia Orbich has not clearly stated whether Floyd Mayweather Jr. remains involved in the deal. There is also growing curiosity around the lack of detailed public clarification if everything is in order.at this point. There are no definitive answers. However, as the silence continues, it is contributing to increasing doubt and speculation surrounding the situation.
These guys carry on and they do the exhibitions and all that kind of stuff. It just sort of diminishes the legacy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what I feel like's happened with Mayweather.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you think
for money?
I
don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
I think he still needs the money.
I don't
after
think
all
he
these
needs
years.
the money. But you know when you got that lifestyle, right? So when you're spending what he's spending.
Eddie Hearn had already raised doubts about Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s financial position months earlier. In an interview, he remarked, "I don't think he has the kind of money he says he has. I'm not saying he's broke, but with how much he's spending and how often he does exhibitions, it makes you wonder." His comment attracted significant attention at the time. When Mayweather later saw the clip, he dismissed it with a light-hearted response, saying that Hearn often makes such remarks. However, in light of recent developments, those earlier statements are now being viewed by some as more relevant to the current situation.
I mean, it's the new wave. It's what everybody's doing. And I started, of course I started with boxing, but then of course now it's real estate. My real estate portfolio is crazy, but I'm truly blessed. I'm truly blessed. And if cryptocurrency is the new wave, you know what?
Others within the boxing world have voiced similar concerns. Analyst Rick Glazer noted that while it may be difficult to believe Floyd Mayweather Jr. is facing serious financial trouble, the rumors appear to be coming from credible sources. He suggested the situation may be more complex than a simple misunderstanding or public relations issue, indicating the possibility of a deeper problem that as the discussion continued, Mayweather shared another video online, this time promoting a cryptocurrency project called SIEZED, reportedly based in Thailand. In the clip, he encouraged followers to invest, highlighting various incentives such as a live Zoom call with him and the project's founder, $100 cashback for those investing at least $20, and even a chance to win one of his WBC championship belts. He also mentioned a private training session as a reward for a selected participant.
And it doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of the drug of boxing.
Just also like money.
But I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's planning for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just...
The scale of incentives raised questions. His decision to align himself so closely with a relatively unknown cryptocurrency, along with multiple rewards tied to financial participation, prompted increased scrutiny given the timing. These actions have added to ongoing concerns. Viewed in a broader context, the situation appears to involve more than just a single questionable claim, instead reflecting a pattern of decisions that have drawn attention and skepticism. Publicly, Mayweather continues to present confidence and success, maintaining his signature image and lifestyle. However, behind the scenes, the overall picture has led some observers to question the stability of that foundation.
No, this for real. No.
Hey, shit.
No pay!
Where's Money Mayweather? Hard work?
Dedication!
No pay!
Money Mayweather where?
I don't see you.
I don't see you. All of it. Everybody.
Rent won't wait.
I got bills to pay.
Rent won't.
The situation could escalate even further, with the possibility of additional assets being frozen, pending deals collapsing, and past claims being questioned or disproven. Recently, tensions flared at Mayweather Boxing and Fitness, Los Angeles, where staff members walked out after weeks without pay. Their protest was anything but quiet. They took to the streets outside the gym, holding signs and speaking through microphones. Messages on the placards were blunt. The money team has no money, hard work, dedication, and then what? And even labor trafficking and modern-day slavery. These were not exaggerations for show. They reflected the genuine frustration of employees who felt they had finally reached the breaking point.
Getting paid late, it has completely affected my life. It has affected my mental health.
Report from the Daily Mail revealed that several employees alleged they hadn't been paid for weeks. This group included trainers, front desk staff, and even management personnel. According to their accounts, there was no back pay and no meaningful responses from the company. Some staff admitted they feared retaliation for speaking out, but felt compelled to do so after enduring silence for too long. One outspoken employee explained it like this: even if you work elsewhere and aren't receiving wages, you hesitate to speak up because companies often silence employees or terminate them since everything is at will. For these staff members, Mayweather Boxing and Fitness Los Angeles became an example of the same dynamic. But this time, it carried Floyd Mayweather's name.
The brand, just given the name, but the more and more that I've been here since the beginning of 2024, just seeing the treatment of the staff has just really broken my heart. And also too, for all of the staff, I've offered discounted adjustments to $20. And having staff members tell me they can't afford to pay $20 for an adjustment because they're not getting paid just really took me back to say, wow, what's going on here? Still coming in every Monday, still adjusting the staff to make sure that they felt okay, they felt regulated, that their systems didn't feel so stressed out.
Another staff member shared, "We're standing out here to make it clear that we haven't been treated fairly." The employees stated they had made multiple attempts to escalate their concerns internally, only to be repeatedly dismissed or ignored. Some even claimed that management instructed them not to bring these issues to Floyd Mayweather's attention if he visited the gym. One employee recounted, "He was here 2 weeks ago. We've been silenced. I was told not to tell him anything. I can't even tell him our studio is closing. Who knows if he's aware or not? We don't."
I was promised a lot, and being who I am a protector, and I protect my team, and I've tried to protect their employment, and unfortunately now there's nothing for me to lose. We have lost everything. I've lost so much in this, not getting paid late. It has completely affected my life.
According to insiders, the Los Angeles location of Mayweather Boxing and Fitness could be facing a full closure. This isn't just a temporary protest. Employees are already acting as if the gym's days are numbered. Equipment is sitting idle, classes are being cancelled, and several members have been advised not to renew their memberships until further notice. Samria Balden, the gym's general manager, shared her experience, saying she joined trusting the brand, only to see things collapse quickly. She explained, "I started working here in September 2023, and on my first day, the team wasn't properly employed. From that moment, I was worried, but I thought I could help turn things around. I was fed lies from the very beginning." Bao then went on to reveal the personal impact, stating, "We have lost everything. I've lost so much from not being paid or getting paid late. It has completely affected my life. This situation has ruined my life."
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm Frank. I was a coach here at Mayweather Boxing Fitness Hollywood, and honestly, it's been disheartening to go through everything we've been going through. We haven't been getting paid fairly. It messes with your mental health. We had to rely on a member that worked at Chick-fil-A that granted us some free Chick-fil-A cards, so we're all eating unhealthy meals to the point where we can't even go home and get some fresh fruit. We're not able to literally pay for our bills. The debt, it accumulated to the point where it messed with the mental health.
Another coach of the gym spoke about how the strain went far beyond just unpaid wages. He shared, "Honestly, it's been really disheartening. We haven't been compensated properly, and it takes a serious toll on your mental health. My wife even had to go to the hospital because of the stress and anxiety caused by this job. There are so many different ways this situation hurts, and it's heartbreaking to experience this while working for such a big-name company. The reality is, we're not even getting paid."
Warren Buffett, that's in his 80s or 90s, that can still make a ton of money. The Waltons that own Walmart. Bill Gates can still make computers. But soon as someone black, when my career is over as far as me in a combat sport, as far as boxing, whatever, if I'm promoting on social media or I'm doing exhibitions, it's like, "Oh man, he's broke." No, it's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say nothing about the guys that's...
Currently, Floyd Mayweather has remained completely silent regarding the staff walkout, the unpaid wages, and the possible closure of the Los Angeles gym. His lack of comment is drawing more attention, especially since just weeks ago he was flaunting on social media claims of owning over $1 billion in real estate and showcasing lavish purchases. For employees struggling to cover basic expenses, the contrast feels stark and even insulting. Questions are mounting about how Mayweather's business operations are actually managed. Sources close to the gym report uncertainty over who is responsible for payroll. Some suggest it's a franchise-level issue rather than a direct oversight by Mayweather, while others argue that with his name on the building, accountability ultimately rests with him. Meanwhile, criticism is also coming from outside the gym walls.
The company is Avi & Co. Crazy company. Now, I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come to you guys a breakdown. Well, in the industry, you see a lot of people with this kind of watch, this kind of watch, and this kind of watch.
Amir Khan shared his candid thoughts on the situation during a recent interview, leaving little to interpretation. He said it's unfortunate but emphasized, karma is a bee. Khan criticized Mayweather's ostentatious display of wealth, noting that flaunting cash in a world where so many struggle is irresponsible. He specifically called out the tendency to throw money at strip clubs as an example of excessive behavior. Khan's remarks reflect a broader sentiment in the boxing community. Floyd Mayweather has long cultivated a persona centered on extravagance. His money nickname isn't just a branding gimmick, it's a lifestyle he fully embraced. From private jets to diamond-encrusted watches, from duffel bags overflowing with cash to literally tossing bills on nightclub floors, Mayweather's image has always thrived on excess.
He talks so much shit, and he's like, "Look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this." He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like, he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like, this is $1 million worth of watches, this watch goes for $2 million, and they're like, "This is my small watch that I take sometimes, but I want to show you, when I show up, I bring out the..."
When accusations of modern-day slavery surfaced outside his Los Angeles gym, the impact was amplified. Even if Floyd Mayweather isn't directly handling day-to-day operations of that location, the fallout reflects on him because the brand carries his name. When staff go unpaid under the Mayweather banner, it damages his reputation, especially given his own claims that his wealth stemmed from savvy investments and business ownership. The issue also raises a bigger question. If one gym is in chaos, could others be affected as well? Franchise operations can face serious legal trouble when standard procedures fail, and if more employees come forward or reports emerge from other locations, this could evolve from an isolated incident into a full-blown scandal.
Complicated quickly, Yo, check this out. Carbon fiber. Come check it out, y'all.
Meanwhile, gym members are left in uncertainty. Those who paid for annual memberships are now requesting refunds, while others aren't sure if their upcoming training sessions will take place. Leadership hasn't issued any official statements or emails, just silence. The situation could escalate further if class action lawsuits are filed. Some employees are reportedly consulting labor attorneys to determine whether Floyd Mayweather himself could be held accountable or if responsibility falls solely on the franchise. Depending on who legally owns the LLC for the Los Angeles location, the matter could become legally complex very quickly.
The money man is back. I'm here in New York City with the one and only Benny the Jeweler. Benny, tell the people what you sold me today.
All right. See what's going on. We got the Eye of the Tiger factory on a full pave bracelet.
And tell the people about this, please.
We got the white tiger.
What happens next largely hinges on Floyd Mayweather's response. If he steps forward, addresses the employees, settles unpaid wages, and acknowledges both the mistakes and the misleading claims, there's a chance to regain control of the narrative. But if he remains silent, this controversy could escalate into lawsuits and major headlines. So far, there's been no official comment, no public statement, no video explanation, no payroll confirmation, and no apology, just a situation that continues to intensify. All signs suggest one clear outcome. Floyd's financial situation is under serious pressure and could deteriorate further in the days ahead. Share your thoughts below and subscribe for ongoing updates.